Hey guys, welcome back to our Hoyoung mini-series. I think this is probably episode 31, I hope. Right there. We've haven't been playing for such a long time, again. Mostly because gotta love the coronavirus. It's basically making us all stay at home, under house arrest. School's been cancelled, basically. And I have time to actually play. So the last episode, we got to level 175, and all of a sudden, I'm here, level 180, and I'll insert a clip here. I basically waited the 2 weeks and bought Legion potions and just leveled up that way. I just didn't really want to train anymore. I mean, you guys can do that too. It's as long as you have 2 weeks to spare, you can just use the Legion potions to level up. So that's why I'm level 180 already, and we're already at Phase 2, which is fun. All right. Oh, teleport rock. Wow. Right. I haven't been playing this game at all. No, let me get this. So I think today's goal is to probably get maybe 5 levels or so. I hope. Depends on how fast I can get a level. I also should probably be using Monster Park potions. And at this point, Monster Park really doesn't give me much experience, so it's Phase 2 from here on out till 200. At least I can one-shot them. That's good. I mean, we do have 800k range. A little bit overboard, but it's fine. We don't really need all of it until we maybe go do a boss and kill a boss. And our damage is reduced by a lot. It's I would say 60% reduced, because at Kerning Tower I was doing close to 10 mil. Here I'm only doing 3 to 4 mil, and I'm only 5 levels under them. So, oh wait, they're 185. Oh. These guys are level 185. I thought they were 190. Oh yeah, that makes sense. 195 is when you actually do more damage to them. Okay, so once I get this character to 200, which eventually I will, I can't use Legion potions anymore to get to the 200, that's cheating. But when I hit 200, then I guess I'm gonna start doing the rest of my characters, the ones that are still stuck at 150 to 170. I guess I'll finish up those characters. I might do them off camera, so... Oh, Polyportal. There might be some discrepancy between episodes. But that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. Look at that! 12 mil! I don't even have to attack the top platform. Oh my god, look at my EXP! 60%. Wait, I'm just holding one button. That is wild. That's a lot of experience. 600k per kill. And then on top of that, all of your EXP bonuses. That is a lot. I'm almost 181. Hollow porters are so good. I'm gonna level up. 100%. I'm gonna level up. The rune plus the Legion potion. Ugh. 98%. Oh. Yeah, 181. And I'm already at 14%. Ah, so good. Ugh. I kind of wish I had a Kana and Firestarter ring. I would make things super fast, but I don't have that luxury, and it's okay. If there's gaps between episodes, you guys will. I mean, I'm gonna be trading here anyways. It's either Fez 2, Forsaken Excavation Site 2, or Forsaken Excavation Site 4, which is a bigger map, and the mobs are just a tiny bit stronger. But they essentially it's the same thing. It's here until 200. Whether you like it or not, this is the best place. Okay, our rune is gone. So our EXP has slowed down. The combo orbs are going to help us a lot. Especially if we get to 2000 plus combo. Going to help us so much. Look at that, almost 2.5 mil. Just for picking that up. And I get like, what, 56,000 per kill plus my bonus. So that's like 100 something thousand. It's like a big chunk. A very big chunk. I also read the last episode's comments. Someone said that Hoyoung's skills look pretty underwhelming. Yeah. It's not as flashy as other classes, but meh. It is what it is. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than Cleric or Bishop. In terms of mobbing, it's probably better than Bishop. Ooh, Golden Hammer. Pick that up somehow. Oh yeah, so we're really dodging everything now. We don't really take much damage. Of course, we do take damage now. Yeah, our luck is, wow, it's like 6,100. we have enough luck to avoid things, so we don't take that as much damage. We don't get hit as often. It's pretty good. Oh, I should probably go get some EXP coupons. And I don't know where. I do not know where I should get mine. EXP coupons. I do not have enough. I'm guessing I'm probably just going to go visit the Legion. Legion shop always has some good stuff. I probably should have done that before I came. Because now I have to go back. Luckily, the walk's not that far. I'm also not sure if we can get to 190 today. If we consistently get Polo portals and they give us like that much experience per Polo portal, then it's possible. But I'm not gonna bet on getting Polo portals constantly. Because even like if we do get Polo portals, it's not gonna be consistently like that 2-platform one. It might be the Flywing one or the Skywing, whatever one that's called, the snow one, the snow map one. It can also be the wave one where it's on 2 sides and you gotta defeat the mobs. That one's also really good. It's the snow one that I'm a little bit worried about, because that one like is a bit on, you know, the variable side. Has some variations on it. We don't know where the thing's gonna spawn, and it's timed. Whereas the other 2 are fixed, kind of. It's scaled to your level, but it's fixed at the end of the day. The EXP that you gain is fixed. But so far so good. We're only like 10 minutes into the recording. We almost have 2 levels. So that just goes to show how strong Polo Portal is. I mean, I started the recording at like 14%, or like 10, or actually no, I leveled up. I had just leveled up. So I was at 0%, 180, level 180. I think we can make 10 levels in 40 more minutes or so. If we go get some EXP coupons, I think it should be doable. The burnings, can't do anything about that because this is just too popular of a map. Everyone comes here, and the spawn rate, can't do much about that. But it's okay. We have all the time in the world. I can't tell which skill is faster. I think this skill is still faster because it does more damage. Oh, it's dark. Oh, that definitely makes me want to leave this map. I got an occult cube from that sudden quest thing. Interesting. Okay, so an update on the chaos over here in South Korea. Like even in my little boony town, there's actually a booth to get tested for coronavirus. Obviously, a bit concerning. I also saw some trucks spraying some like disinfectants on the streets, just to, I guess like it's to keep things mild and kind of like keep things on the low. You know, you don't want the virus spreading, but you kind of want to like just to make sure, right? Just in case. Also, masks. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find masks these days, so that's why the schools have closed. And like, if you're gonna stay at home, like you don't really need to wear a mask. That really does help. But they did postpone school until March 23rd. Now that means it's essentially 3 weeks of no class. So like what are we gonna do now that we are 3 weeks behind, right? Every school is 3 weeks behind in the course curriculum, right? So that means there's days lost in the curriculum. Or, from what I've heard, it seems that depending on the school, like every school's gonna have different, like come to different decisions. But I think the most popular decision that schools are gonna make is to reduce the summer break to like maybe like 2 weeks or something. It usually would have been like a month-long summer break for the students and staff, but because we now have lost almost 3 weeks, they have to make it up somewhere else, right? So I think most schools are going to decide to reduce the summer break. Now, for me, it doesn't really affect me. I don't really, I don't have any vacation plans anyways during the summer. Like I might travel around in Korea itself, but like I'm not going abroad. Like I'm not going to go to like, first of all, I'm not going to go home to Canada. Second of all, I'm probably not going to travel anywhere because I have a car now. I can just drive to, you know, anywhere I want in Korea. So there's that positive. So it doesn't affect me as much as it would for other teachers, other English teachers. It might affect like the negative Korean teachers. It's because like they might have travel plans as well, so they get a shorter break. So there's that. There's also the talk about summer camp. So summer camp is like a requirement for us English teachers, but it's not really a requirement for the students. They don't have to join, they don't have to sign up for it if they don't want to, but usually the students do. And well, you gotta operate it. So there might be some scheduling issues with that, because usually it's it's a week long. They might reduce it to like less than a week, or like actually no, some schools have it even for longer. Our my school does it for a week. So some of the schools might reduce it from 2 weeks to like 1 week or something like that, or like, you know, just change how they operate it for this year. Ooh, I don't like might. I do not like might. And I need this. So that's that. I had my first issue with Eva, my car. I think it happened a couple days ago, as of this recording. Well, there was a sensor. There are sensors in all 4 tires, and one of the tires said it was low on tire pressure. Now, usually, because back in Canada, when I was driving my brother's Mitsubishi Lancer, the TPMS sensor went wild because we had aftermarket wheels and tires. Well, essentially, it's not like the stock tires, okay? So the sensor did give off some false readings at times. Ooh, Polo. Ah, oh, sweet. So, because I'm still running stock tires and rims on my car, obviously something's wrong, because it's not supposed to show low tire pressure this early, and like it actually shows the PSI for each tire on my tachometer. I think that's what you call it. On my speedometer, tachometer, whatever you want to call it. It shows up, okay? And I can see exactly which wheel is on low tire pressure. And so I inspected the wheel at first, and I didn't see any problems. And then, like, you know, for the first day, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna ignore it for today. Maybe if I just drive it for a while, it'll disappear. It didn't disappear. So the second day, I was like, okay, I gotta take it to a shop, checked out. Turns out, yeah, the sensor was right. I lost a couple PSI of tire pressure. It dropped under 30, which is like, if it's above 30, then it's like the recommended tire pressure. But if it drops under 30, then the sensor kicks in and it's like, okay, your tire's losing air. You should probably go fill it up with more air, or something like that. So I took it to a tire shop to just get it checked, just to be safe, right? I want to see like if there's something wrong with the tire. Turns out a nail got lodged into the tire, and so I stepped on a nail, like a screw, like a construction screw, one of those nails. And I documented this. I filmed this. It's gonna come up in a future vlog. Oh my god, I'm switching channels. Let me switch. I don't want to deal with e-bosses. So I documented it, I filmed it, and then I dealt with it, right? So now that the tire is patched, got the tire patched up, everything should be good. So that was unlucky, but at the same time lucky at the same time, because it's not something that's uncommon, like an uncommon issue. Like I should probably just have been more careful driving, but like at the same time, like I couldn't have been, because like it's really hard to spot a nail on the road, especially when there's construction going on. So like during like I think it was like this past week, there was some construction going on the road that I drive to school. Yeah, like it was kind of inevitable. Like I already dodged potholes and everything. You know, ooh, flame. But like, yeah, just inevitable, unlucky, and I guess, you know, at least the repair was cheap. It costed 10,000 won, which is around like 10, 11 USD. So it's not that bad for a tire patch. And I asked the mechanic, I was like, in the future, like when, you know, the snow comes again, because it's gonna snow in Korea. I was like, if I want to like to switch tires into snow tires, and also like the rim. So like I'm thinking of buying a new set of rims, a new set of tires, obviously snow tires, to swap when the winter time comes. I was like, can I get it mounted? Like, can I get the tire mounted onto the wheel or the rim? And he's like, yeah, just take it here, we'll help you out. And I was like, oh, cool. I don't know how much he's gonna charge me, but it seems like he has all the tools there. Obviously, they're a tire shop, so we'll see. I have rims that I want. I haven't bought them yet because I don't need them right now. I can survive with the stock rims right now, but I do have wheels that I want. And then for tire, I still have to figure out like tire sizes and everything, because I don't want to stretch my tires, but I do want a little bit of a thinner spec for tires. And then obviously winter tires, right? I might actually no. For winter tires, I might want it to be a thicker wall, just so, because like there's ice, there might be ice, and like it might jab into the tire. Oh. I don't know. Still thinking about it, but I do know what style of rim I want. So that's that. And so after the tire shop incident, after I was done at the tire shop, I drove to get fuel. And like, because like right after he patched the tire, the sensor was still going off, saying you know, saying that my tire is still low on pressure. He was like, oh, don't worry about it, just drive it for a little bit, and then it'll, you know, the sensor will recognize that, oh, it's fine. So, you know, that's why I went to go get fuel. I mean, I needed fuel anyways, so I went to go get fuel, and like the moment I exited like the parking lot to the tire shop, like the sensor turned off. I was like, wow, he's right. I mean, like I knew like he was right anyways, but I didn't expect it to be that fast. I didn't expect the sensor to recognize it that fast. So I went to get fuel, and then I went to go wash my car, which for the first time I had no clue how to, because everything's in Korean. I'm like, what is happening? Because like in Korea it's hand self wash, like it's more hands, like you do it yourself essentially. There are touchless car washes, but there's none in my town. I think they should have more of them, but like I went to the one near my town, or the closest one, and it was just, you know, they give you a power washer. You drive into a stall and there's like a power washer, and you know, you just spray water. And it was weird because everyone just, okay, so I wasn't the only one there, and like I filmed everything, obviously, so I took a little bit more time than everyone else. There was a BMW, a black BMW, that parked to the stall next to me, and like I was like, okay, so for me in Canada, we wash our car, spray it, soap, or sorry, rinse, soap, and then rinse again, and then you wipe it down, right? And then you put on wax and whatever, like, you know, whatever you need to protect your paint afterwards. the BMW next to me sprayed water, power washed it, and then drove off. And I was like, wait a second. Like, you didn't wipe your car dry before you washed it. So like, dust is still gonna stick onto your car. And so I was like, I knew I was gonna wipe my car, and I was like, I was actually wiping it. I already had finished spraying it with water. Apparently that, I don't know why, but I didn't, like, that place doesn't have soap or something. I don't know. It's weird. I guess it's just a rinse place. They only gave me 2 minutes on the clock to spray everything. So, I don't know. But like, you know, everyone just like sprayed their car and drove off. I guess they don't. I don't know. Like, cause if you drive the BMW, it's considered an import car. Like, I think you would want to take care of it. Like, I don't drive an import here. It's technically domestic. But you know, I take care of my car. I want to take care of my car. So that's that. I did find one area of the car where you can't really wipe, and that's the rear spoiler. So for my car, the rear spoiler, it kind of has like this extra part that sticks out from the rear windshield, and so that creates kind of like this V crevice, and it like you can't get a towel to wipe that area. Like, the towel just doesn't reach. So there's like this this line of like dust that I can't get out. I obviously, because of the first time washing my car, I didn't realize it until I started wiping down the car. There's like this there's a lot of places where I missed, mostly because of my short arms, but there were areas where I should have sprayed a little bit more water on and wiped. Now I know. But like, after I washed my car, I went back to my apartment and I parked in the covered parking spot. And I took some photos. So that was nice. I did a second wipe also. Like, I wiped it down like maybe like 80% at the car wash stall, and then I wiped it down the rest again at home. But that was that. Pretty interesting. Next time, I'm probably just gonna go try out the touchless car wash. See how that does. Okay, we're almost half an hour in, so we only have like 20-ish minutes left. I don't think we're gonna make it to 190, but 185 seems pretty reasonable, so I guess we'll end at 185. Dark again. Ooh, I don't like dark maps. Oh, I just realized I should have been placing down the my mobbing skill. Hollow. Oh, Frito. The one where I can place down and then just kills mobs for me. Set down that in like the middle platform. So yeah, I'm basically on house arrest until March 23rd. I think you guys can expect a couple episodes out of me during this little period. It's not really house arrest, like I can go outside. It's just advised not to go outside. Okay, like like I can go outside. It's not the end of the world if I do go outside, because it's 2 weeks, okay? People need groceries. So like, yeah, here's the other thing. People aren't really, like, the grocery stores near me, they're not like out of stock. They're definitely in stock. People here aren't like panicking like they are in other areas. Especially not panicking as much as the people in US. You should definitely prepare, or I have made preparations already. But also be mindful that, you know, you're not the only one out here. So I usually buy groceries for like 1 week. It's usually enough to last me. So because the virus is in South Korea, I don't know who's gonna, you know, I don't know if the person next to me has it or not, but I probably bought like 1.5 weeks of groceries because it's fine. You know, the grocery store has restocked. The economy has not crashed yet. That's the important thing. Like my deliveries, like for online shopping, they are still very on time. They are still delivering products on time, which is good to see. But the mask thing, yeah, that's, and like hand sanitizer, those things, yeah, you're probably not gonna get those. Luckily, I bought them before, so like I bought like a bottle of like 500 milliliter hand sanitizer, and I just keep it in my car. So that's very helpful. I also have some masks. Probably got like close to like 15 to 20 of them. Cause like I know I'm not gonna use like all of them in like a short amount of time, so should be fine. I should be good. It's food that I'm more concerned about, because yeah, the restaurants are still open. Some places did shut down because of the virus, but yeah, it's just, I mean, it's at the same time, it's kind of cost efficient to just cook at home rather than eating out a lot. Like you can also, like, you can still deliver like pizza, chicken to your door. It's not too big of an issue. It's not to the point where we can't, like, it's not to the point where it's like China, where the KFC guy, you know, just like puts the delivery bag down on the street, and then he like backs up and he's like, okay, go get the food. And then once you get the food, it's like, okay, I got everything. And then like they come, the delivery guy comes back and picks up the bag. It's not to that point yet, but we should definitely be more cautious, more wary of like spreading it. And yes, most of the cases are in Daegu and surrounding areas. In my region, there's around 27 cases last time I checked, and none of them are in my town, but we still, you know, people in our town are still taking precautions just in case, because it's never a bad idea. Yeah, so that's how we're gonna survive for the next couple weeks. I hope it blows by soon. I mean, like, I still get paid even though I don't have to go to work. We're technically considered, right now, our status is like working from home. So we still get paid, which is good. Which means I think we've got things under control, because we are testing so aggressively. Like, the numbers have dwindled compared to the past, like 2 weeks ago, or one and a half weeks ago. Like, there was this one day where there was like just 600 people that were confirmed to have it, and then like I think yesterday there was like only like less than 200 people, which is really good. It means we're getting, like, we're seeing not an exponential growth. Our exponential growth has come to an end, which is a very good sign. Like, of course, we're not like we haven't fully contained the virus. Like, nobody has. Like, China hasn't even done that with their full quarantine lockdown thing. But like, at least we are getting. I think we can start to see the end of the tunnel, right? Like, as long as we like, because like a lot of the cases, they are very mild because they are like people around like their 30s, 20s, 30s. Like people that are connected to the church case, the people, majority of the people there are in their 20s to 30s, as I've been listening to some of the news around. So like a lot of the cases aren't like that serious. It's like it's more targeted. Like, it hits the it hits the elderly a lot more harder, and the people who have, you know, passed away, yes, they do have other illnesses tied into it, which is why, you know, they have passed away. But like, for people who should be healthy without any other illnesses attached to the coronavirus, like, it's not something that will put you into like critical care. Like, you should be able to like fight it off after you've been like given like supplements, stuff like that, hopefully. And then like not reinfect other people. That's like the best case scenario. And then for people who aren't infected, just try to stay not infected, I guess. That's the best suggestion I can give. Okay, we are almost 40 minutes into our recording, and we are level 184. It's good progress, pretty good progress. We're actually gaining quite a lot of experience. 3.5 mil for the red orbs. That's very good. And we're also getting now 58 in compared to like 56,000 per kill. It's also really good. Ooh, this one's the farty one. This one farts. I'm also gonna have to change channels again because it's gonna be dark and I'm gonna lose this combo. Whatever, it's okay. Oh, on the last episode, I started doing an outro thing, and I almost got a seizure from that. Well, an epilepsy, because it was bouncing so fast. I didn't expect it to be bouncing that fast. I need to go back and tweak it. I need to change it, the frequency. But yeah, I think it's okay. I like the concept of it. So basically this week, next week, I'm gonna try and work as much as I can on YouTube and YouTube stuff. So your support will be greatly appreciated. That is if everyone decides to show it somehow. Actually, just viewing it, just watching my videos is enough. Like, you can comment, and I've been responding to comments like non-stop. Like, if you comment something, I will respond. Like, even on videos that, like, from, like, you know, a couple months ago, I'll still respond. Like, the moment I get the notification that someone has commented on my video, I look at it, I read it, and then if it's something insightful, I will respond to it. Because I mean, I don't get that many comments anyways. So if you guys want, you know, anything, if you guys want to talk about anything, feel free, leave it in the comments. I'll definitely read it, and I'll definitely respond. Well, I'll at least give you the like and heart. Okay, that will mean that I've read it. I don't necessarily I won't necessarily reply to every single comment, but I'll at least give you the thumbs up and the heart, just to tell you that I've read it. Okay, that's my system. Bounty Hunter portal. Let's see if it's Apollo. Frito, you know what? Let's give Frito a try. Oh, the chicken dance. I'm gonna fail at this. Failed. I haven't done this in such a long time. It requires a lot of concentration. Oh, we did it in like 20 seconds. Chicken dance is fun. How much did I get? 47 million. Wow. Okay, maybe we should do more Frito and Paulo portals. Oh, warning! Change! Let me change channels. I found my prey. No, you haven't. Your prey has changed channels. Okay, I'll propose this. If you guys comment on this video, you can ask me anything, like a Q&A. I will try. I'll put your comments in the next video. How about that? I'll put your entire comment on screen in the video, and I'll respond to it. How's that? That's a pretty good incentive, right? Like, I like the interaction that we get, or that I get from you guys, or people who watch my videos. It's nice. It's nice to have people to interact with. Like, someone was asking about Pathfinder and if it was still good in 2020, and I responded. I was like, yeah, it's still good. I mean, it's hard to say it's not good, right? After watching the Pathfinder series, it's kind of hard to say it's not good. Hoyoung, I mean, it's decent. If I were to give my rating now, I mean, like, obviously I haven't gotten to 200 yet, and I haven't seen the 5th job, like how 5th job's skills, how the skills change the meta. But from 1st to 4th job, I mean, I can't say it's bad. The mobbing is decent, right? Can't really say anything bad about it. It's better than a lot of other classes. I wouldn't say it's the best at mobbing. It's not the best at mobbing, but it certainly holds its ground when it comes to mobbing. I've had worse, right? I've had worse classes. I've had better classes. So yeah, like, I would say Hoyoung is like a good 7 out of 10 class from 1st to 4th job. I don't have that many issues with it, other than I feel like a quality of life change for Maplestory in general would be to have toggle, like, to toggle your buffs. You wouldn't lose them after like 3 minutes. I think that might be too broken, but it would be a quality of life change. Because, like, if we look at Battle Mage, the auras, they're all toggle, so they last forever, right? We have other classes that have toggleable buffs. We have some classes where it originally was a timed a buff, and then it was changed into a passive. And so I would kind of like to see that implemented for every class. Toggleable buffs. That way, we only really have to focus on like external buffs. For example, like sharp eyes, right? If we have decent sharp eyes, we can focus on that, right? Decent holy symbol. Those would be really good because those come in different forms, right? We have glove form, which has no cooldown. We have node form, the node stone variant, that comes with a cooldown. So like, obviously then we can't do toggleable. But for like your speed booster, right? Your class speed booster skill, like that should be a toggleable, right? It shouldn't be like 3-minute timer where I have to, you know, especially for in the case of Wind Archer, they have like so many buffs. It takes 3 macros to put on your on some key in order to get all of your buffs. Like that takes too long. You can especially during Lucid, you don't have time to buff. You have to use buff freezers, and like even if you have buff freezers, like holy. Like I'm glad like the mobbing skill for Wind Archer is toggle. Is one of the toggle skills, but not all of them. And then here's the second problem about toggleable buffs. So for Hoyoung, you have to charge up the talisman skill, or you have the talisman energy. You have to charge up the scroll energy. I understand having a timer for that, and it really is counterproductive for this class. Like you need to charge up your one side of your energy to, like, it's like luminous, you have to charge up in order to use it, but like it could be better. I feel like it could be better. Oh, we need to get the rune. That's my thoughts on how to make Maplestory just a tiny bit better. Might break some classes, but someone's got to balance this game. I guess for like combo heavy classes, like extend the cooldown or extend the duration. Maybe that might be a way to solve it. I don't know. Toggleable skills are toggleable buffs. That's what I want. There are like certainly there are ways to get around it right now. Like pets, they can automatically use the speed booster. That's what my dual blader is doing, and it's also using shadow partner. Pets using auto buffs. That's already a really good quality of life change. And it's been in the game for quite a long time, but not everyone has the luxury of pets, especially permanent pets. I would like more permanent pets, free permanent pets. Like I worked my butt off to get my Junior Reaper for my dual blader. Like I would like to see that return. And then like just recently, the Glory event, I think it was the last tier of that shop. It you could buy the pet scrolls, pet attack or magic attack scrolls, and because of that, I used my Maple points to buy my Junior Reaper a ribbon so I could scroll it to get more damage. I think that should be more common, or like not as common, but like at least, you know, maybe like twice per year or once per year. That way people who join the game have a chance to get permanent pets. People who can't, because you can't transfer the pet. So let's say you're playing on dual blader, you can only transfer the pet through like explorers. But so what happens if I want one on, you know, legends, on Maple Legends, or like the heroes? Yeah, that's the term, heroes. like Evan, Shade, Mercedes, Ren, stuff like that, right? What if I want to, you know, swap it over there? I have to wait for a cash transfer event before I can do that, and then I have to transfer it back. Like, some people don't have the luxury to do that, so I might want to see more permanent pets. I mean, they're doing a really good job already doing timed pets, but they obviously expire. And they did a bad job of making hard Hilla once a week instead of once per day. I mean, I get it. I kind of accumulated a lot of black hearts, but I feel like, you know, I should be able to go test my luck that day, see if I get one, and then transfer it over to a different character. Cause like at the same time, I can always just do, like if I can always just buff my or fund my characters enough to get it to deal with hard Hilla. I just don't want. I'm just too lazy to. All right, so I rambled on long enough. If you guys enjoyed listening to my terrible voice for 50 minutes, show your support in however way you fancy. And I will see you in the next episode.